Choo choo, train going by. 5.848 inches.
Oh my god, he's so close to dying.
Sean! I think you're actually playing as Ethan looking for Sean.
Makes sense.
Sean!
Sean! Sean! Sean! It's the grate.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to get to it, but it cut me off.
Oh.
Sean!
Sean!
Sean! Can you hear me? Daddy's here. I'm gonna get you out of there.
Crap. What can I get?
Frickety fruit. You've actually never seen what happens if Norman is dead at this point? I actually don't either, but I don't remember what Norman does in this scene. Other than I think he helps. Like, I know he helps, but I don't remember everything specific, so I guess we're gonna find out.
Try again. Keep going. Yes! Sean! Oh,
Joke's
Oh,
on,
tap, tap, tap,
Juke's
tap.
on you. I chained Sean to the floor. Good. What it like is going bigger and smaller.
Yes, I know. I remember. It takes my brain a little to register it.
Okay, but you know what? There's a dying child here, so sometimes everyone needs a little refresher.
My
I
God,
appreciate
Sean,
it.
answer me. Don't have me, son, please. Breathe.
CPR, pretty and reliable. And what happens if you mess up a button press here? Does it just like cave his chest in?
I think that would be more likely if it was a slow one.
Don't leave me. Sean.
What is going on?
He's crying over his dying son.
Why is he dying?
While Kimmie, another kid killed because of you.
But I saved him! Oh,
Yeah,
there
you
he
did.
goes.
So, like...
I was like, what the hell?
So, the funniest thing I've ever seen Darkseid Phil do as bad as he is he like force closed the game and repeated that scene like 30 times because he kept thinking the kid was actually dead because he did something wrong. And so he kept force closing the game.
And then, like, it turns out if he would have just
Yeah,
waited a
he's
little
like,
longer.
he was like, oh man, this is game stupid. The kid is the die no matter what. And the kid said, he's like, what?
Still looking for a story?
I know who the killer is.
Wait, his bandage reappeared. Oh my god, it did!
Congratulations, Ethan.
He's got the bandage on his hand now.
Oh god. Reappearing.
Who is the phone? Oh, she just glitched out of existence like Ghost.
The man capable of giving his own life to save his son.
Except I didn't?
You got what you wanted.
He was capable of.
Yeah.
I finished your trials.
He doesn't know what trials he finished. He just knows he did
let us
enough to
go.
get here.
I'm afraid that's not possible. Your lady friend knows my little secret. I don't intend to end my days in prison.
Damn.
Alright.
So if Madison would have never said anything, Ethan could have walked out of here, maybe.
I'm sorry. You earned my respect.
Kick in the nuts. Okay, so I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong about this, Nam and Jaden normally runs in and stops him from shooting right there.
Oh gosh. So if Nam and Jaden wouldn't have been dead, he could,
Yeah,
Ethan
I
could have
think
survived.
that's what happens.
Shit.
Oh, okay, no, I'm incorrect. Apparently that does always happen, but normally it would be Nam and Jaden doing this scene instead of Madison.
Oh.
Which is why Madison needs to live here. So you have someone to do all this.
Okay.
I was just wrong about Nam and running in. Jesus!
She's just like having.
I mean, she's definitely got a broken leg, at least it's mildly realistic.
And she's shot.
I don't think she got shot. That's right, zigzags. Don't let him get a straight shot.
Oh, I should have picked up the weapon at least.
I thought that was what that button prompt was pick up the weapon.
No, I did the wrong one.
Oh.
Fuck, wrong button!
Jesus.
Why do I always do that? Go, 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 go.
Norman would have prevented Ethan from getting shot. Okay. So I was partially right.
This is very intense button pressing here.
Click, click, click.
Ouch. Okay.
Thankfully, it gave you some leeway on doing it there.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Right when Scott was about to shoot Ethan, Nam and Jane would have, like, speared him. And then he would have done all this. Surprise! Yeah, and we already know Scott Shelby's a fucking badass. Killed all those people. Killed Nam and Jaden. A true warrior. Madison's fucked.
Some of these things, I'm like, I won that, but he still somehow beat me up.
Listen, there's gotta be drama. Even if you're a winner. I legit thought that was Nam and Jaden for a second. I really thought that was Nam and Jaden. I was about to scream.
That would have been nice, but I think that dude seriously got pierced through the heart with a sword.
What happens if we get Scott killed early? Yeah, no one ever knows who the killer is. Because Scott can die when you're playing as him. Although I don't know if he can die before the car scene. I've never seen this before, because you've never seen this scene without Nam and Jaden. This is so epic.
Yeah, there's up there on top. Like, oh my god.
There was general relief this morning when the police announced that they had found Sean Mars alive more than 4 days after his disappearance. Mars had been imprisoned in a well by the man known as the Origami Killer.
I'm known as the
The successful resolution of this case was made possible only by the bravery of Ethan.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of expected Lieutenant Blake to pop up and be the one to shoot him.
No doubt due to his great courage and tenacity that he succeeded in foiling the plan
Oh!
of the Origami Killer. The police commissioner presented him with an
So if Nam and Jaden would have been alive and doing that scene, instead of Ethan shooting him, it would have been Lauren.
have identified the
But
man
Lauren's
thought to
dead,
be
too.
the
Oh,
Origami
yeah.
Killer. Scott Shelby, 48, is a former police lieutenant who claimed to be a private eye hired by the families of the killer's victims. Shelby was killed during a massive police operation, but
He
further
was
details have
killed
not been
between
released to the
gunfire
public.
by the dad.
Yeah, but they can't say that because then then Dad's a murderer. But even though it was self-defense for sure.
Yeah, and if you would have kissed Madison, she would have been here as a family.
Is this where we're gonna live?
Aw, that's cute. But seriously, he's
It
a-
really came out of nowhere, that whole kiss scene.
yeah, and like
It leads to a slightly happier ending, Because clearly they're still both happy.
What happened to
just
his
be together.
thumb? Or his pinky?
Who's Pinky?
Oh, there it is. Okay.
You're wrong, Pinky.
Or anything separate us again.
Sean's like, please don't rub me with your nub, Pinky.
Like glue.
Like, they're still clearly both happy together.
Room is?
Sure thing, champ.
But, like, so it's like, it would have been a very slightly happier ending with Madison, but it still just comes out of nowhere. It's real weird.
Yeah, and like he's in the middle of grieving, he's in
Yeah.
pain, and they want him to give a fuck.
His entire nipple is burn off.
Yeah, like what the hell? Why would you want to kiss somebody in that situation? I was like, out of respect for both of them, I was like, no, we're not gonna have them kiss. And now I'm
If
like,
Scott killed Norman or Madison on track, he would get away and Lauren would shoot him if she lived. Oh, okay. Let's talk tonight.
Our next guest is rumored to be about to receive a Pulitzer Prize for her remarkable series of investigative articles about the Origami Killer case, showing
Yeah, these are everyone's ending.
courage. Her daring intervention led to the arrest of the country's most wanted
Which we get
criminal
to.
and saved the life.
I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could have got more to
Of a woman
survive.
Who might well be the true definition of a heroine for the ages, Madison.
You telling me people don't just
Good
grief
evening.
fuck normally?
For agreeing to talk with us. Now, you've been described as being both determined and tenacious. Two qualities, no doubt, that were needed to see you through the dark hours of this unbelievable story. Were you afraid?
Madison wrote the book, You Did Nothing, Madison. Madison Page, Heavy Rain.
Dun, dun, dun.
I bet this is what David Cage thought it was going to be like when his game came out.
People are just gonna love it.
Lining up to meet him. Wow, you won a Pulitzer Prize for your game Heavy Rain, David Cage. I really admire you, David Cage. Thank you.
For John, please. We
Oh.
need more journalists like you, Miss Page.
We need more
It's
game
good that
developers
were
like you,
catch
David
that
Cage. Dude, Madison Page even kind of rhymes with David Cage.
What's your name?
Vincent. Excellent investigation, Miss Page. You are one brave lady. You deserve a better adversary. Somebody more ferocious.
Ah, yes, the setup for the sequel that will never happen. That's right, he wanted to do a Madison Page sequel. Exclusively for her.
Wow. I'm just saying, the way that dude was like, you need someone
He's
more
being buried in
ferocious.
2
And
days
we're like,
in some godforsaken hole in the back end of beyond near Washington. I have to attend as a matter of protocol.
I'll pass. Jane and I didn't see eye to eye on much.
No problem. I understand.
Hey, sir, I still have his glasses. What should I do with them?
Well, you won't be needing them again. Do whatever you want with them.
But do they work without the glove?
I don't know. Don't use them, my dude. Not worth it. I like how they never explain, like, anything else about that, like how he got it or anything like that. Maybe because
He's FBI. He got it from the FBI.
Yeah.
They're really teasing him using it or not. To be fair, if Madison would have been dead, Ethan would probably be killed by Blake and the police. Fair. So, by the way, the book costs $1.05.
$1.05. Oh, now you're gonna have brain issues, my dude.
Yep. If Norman lived the way you were going, he would quit the drug, but will still see things without them. I thought that only happens if you take the drugs. You kill, because I thought that was the bad ending for Norman Jaden, is if you take all the drugs, he still sees things every now and again. I thought, like, if you don't do the drug a bunch, then you're good to go and you get the happy ending.
This dude's happy.
Yeah, I've never seen this before, because Norman Jaden always lived. Oh my god!
Lord.
The best possible ending. He became one with the glasses. Please roll credits. Nom and Jaden lives forever.
Forever.
Nom and Jaden, rest in peace.
That was funny. What a plot twist.
Nom and Jaden lives forever. What if it had been Mike? Even though this game came out years before Until Dawn. Oh dang, I just got a tornado warning. Rest in peace, Buckaroo.
You be safe, my dude. Bathrooms are always good because there's no windows.
He sees things if you don't take the drug. I swear to God, I watched the Northern Lion playthrough and he took the drug every time. And he got the bad Norman Jaden ending because the little tanks attacked him. Scott Shelby, rest in peace. When does this game take place? 2011 in October.
Wow, man.
And a blank grave.
Next thing you know,
for
his hand comes
Norman
up.
Jaden. Never mind, still Scott Shelby. Yeah, grave, the hand comes up.
Zombie time.
Please do it. Please do it. Wait, I thought he was 48 years old.
I want to see them again.
That was 44. Yeah, you get to see things you never did.
Oh, cool.
That's a cool thing about the credits. Oh, okay, you get to see some scenes. Never mind. It just picks random scenes, so you get to see some that you did and some that you didn't do. I'm not gonna lie, I really like Ethan killing Scott more than the normal, more than Norman throwing him into the meat grinder.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was actually me. Get him with brute force.
I don't
Oh,
think you
someone
did
else did it with the bottle, though.
Yeah.
I
That's
just
what
did it
someone
with, like,
screamed. Was
actual
like, you were
fighting.
supposed to use the bottle, but no, you just whipped him. I love it. It's Nom and Jaden standing there. Good screen to use. This is a funny image. Alright, any unfinished questions about Heavy Rain anyone would like me to answer?
Oh, wow.
What, scissors?
Yeah, someone did it with the wire cutters.
Yeah. The stupid. I think scissors is dumber than the bolt cutters or whatever. I thought he got hit for a second.
I did a nice cool slide.
Why was the game made? Because David Cage thinks he's good. But
That's
he's
exactly
not
it.
good. You said about the interview yesterday. Yeah. So, you may have noticed Ethan's dreams, his blackouts, never get explained.
No, they didn't.
So, originally, this game was planned to have a supernatural twist to it, where Ethan was going to have a psychic connection to the killer, Scott Shelby. And so when he blacked out, he would wake up with the origami and stuff because he was having, like, psychic blackouts. They decided they didn't have enough time to fully flesh out the supernatural angle, so it was cut from the game, or the conclusion of it was cut from the game, but they didn't have a way to make Ethan disappear for his kid to get kidnapped, so they left it in just long enough for Sean to get kidnapped, and they just never acknowledged it again.
Yeah.
Because David Cage is garbage. So it was supposed to be a psychic connection to the killer, but it got scrapped from the game, and they just left what they had done in the game, because David Cage sucks.
Which is trash, because that means that you're over here thinking about all these other options that could go with the story.
That's just Indigo Prophecy. Yes, David Cage sucks. He almost made the same game twice, but because of time restraints, he didn't.
Good job, good job. Ugh.
The crowd fear would have fixed that? Yes, but that requires David Cage thinking 2 steps ahead.
Yeah, and actually knowing anything at all about
David
psychology.
Cage was like, well, we already had this scene prepared.
It would have been good if instead of a supernatural one, he would have worked on the psychological side, since they didn't have time for the supernatural.
Yeah, why is
It would have been an easy explanation.
Well, no, it's not that they started it and then they're like, oh, we don't have time for Supernatural. They got almost done with the game, then realized they didn't have time to wrap up the Supernatural plot, so they just didn't.
That's so annoying.
He made the same game again with Beyond Two Souls. Correct. Beyond Two Souls is another Supernatural one. Why Sci-Fi FBI? Listen, Nom and Jaden was the best part of this game.
He was great until I killed him.
It's okay, so was mine. There's
And
always
hey,
gotta be
he
one.
still lives.
There's always... Yeah, Nom and Jaden lives forever.
His consciousness now lives in those glasses.
Inside Blake's mind.
Because the glasses absorb
Rent
his brain.
free!
Rent free! his consciousness was absorbed by the glasses.
Heavy
and
Rain
he died with them
DLC
on.
win. We will never play the Heavy Rain DLC.
Yeah.
Because there's only one DLC and is 100% unrelated to everything and irrelevant. And you play as Madison Page, who no one cares about. Scott was fucking great until the twist. I still think Scott was great after the twist. It's just that the idea of lying, and I will always call this the Heavy Rain ending, is just when you have to give your viewer lies in order to trick them so a twist is more effective. You're right, there's too many mics. There's always gotta be just one mic in a Kimmie playthrough. That's why Undertale doesn't exist anymore, because there was no mic in the Undertale playthrough. Everyone made it out happy.
Yeah.
Except they didn't, because that never happened.
Also, like, during that, I was super not good at talking. So, like, I would just sit there silently, especially
So I
when
know
I was
I
upset or
asked you
shocked.
if you would be really upset if I just scrapped the rest of the Undertale playthrough. Did I ever actually tell you why I scrapped it?
No.
Okay, because I'm not someone to scrap stuff just because I'm not happy with it.
Yeah.
So, and for those unaware, we played all of Undertale, not as a stream, but as a recording, and she got true pacifist and everything.
Besides the little dummy that I killed at the very beginning. He did not like me.
Yeah,
I hear he doesn't like anybody.
That doesn't count against you, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that always happens. So it was on my old computer's hard drive, and I moved most of it over to my laptop, but there was one audio file that was on the old hard drive where a head of the hard drive snapped. And for those unaware, when the head of a hard drive snaps, there's no saving it without taking it to a lab. Best Buy would have charged me $300 to get my files off the hard drive.
Gosh, that would have been awful.
I just don't have the money for that. I still have the hard drive and everything. So that's when I messaged Kimmie. I was like, there's like 3 hours, and this was when I did bulk recordings at once, and then just chopped them up. And so it was a 3-hour audio recording that was gone.
Yeah, that's too much. And honestly, during that part, I was probably pretty silent for it anyway.
Yeah, and so I was like, and this was also like over a year and a half after I started uploading Undertale, and I was like, do you care if I just scrap this? And she was like, no. So I just didn't.
Yeah.
So canonically, Undertale, even though it's on YouTube, never happened, and this is your second playthrough ever.
Woo!
What was your favorite part of the game?
I think my favorite part was... Ooh, it's hard to decide.
My favorite part's definitely the Scott Shelby rampage.
Oh, when he goes
I mean,
through,
my
like,
favorite
shooting
part
everyone?
in general is just Nom and Jaden as a whole, but my favorite scene is the Scott Shelby rampage where he kills everyone.
Yeah, that scene was pretty good. I also kind of thought the club scene was kind of fun.
Alright, that's cool. Quantic Dream would like to thank David Cage for being a brilliant genius mastermind who's perfect at making games.
Ugh.
I really like the motel chase. It's solid. In memory of our dear friend Norman Corbel. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Nom and Jane.
Nom and Jane.
And then whenever you were gone getting your glasses, we looked at the extras for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any good ones. Yeah, we got like a bunch of concept art, some making ofs, and like that's it.
Alright.
Pretty basic. Hey, thanks for joining us for Heavy Rain.
Thank you for joining.
Dude, no, I actually take it back. My favorite part of the game was the big reveal at the end that Nom and Jaden lives forever.
Yes, that was so cool.
It's so satisfying.
And like no other context besides him just popping up.
Yeah.
And like you're
with
like,
a shit-eating grin on his face, like, oh, Blakey.
oh Blake,
We're in it. We're on the same team now, baby.
you're stuck with me now.
Never forget Nom and Jaden. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Alright, thanks for coming out. It'll probably... Alright, I would say it would probably be another year before you do another stream.
Yeah, I would assume
In
so.
all likelihood. Unless you get a game and you're like, hey, let's load up Discord and stream this game
Yeah,
via
maybe.
the internet. But that would be your decision.
Maybe. I kind of want to play The Detroit Human
Detroit.
Game.
That's what the next one we were gonna do was, unless you had something else in mind. I was thinking Detroit because I got it for free. Yeah. By the way, I now own 2 copies of Heavy Rain on PS4 because I have this one that we're playing, and then Detroit was the PS Plus free game this month, and it comes with Heavy Rain built into it for some reason.
Yeah. Whew.
Cage made the same game 4 times with Become Human Detective. Correct. David Cage makes the same game, but at least Beyond Two Souls is co-op, so that's slightly different. Well, thanks for coming, Kimmie. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for
And
playing.
Nam and Jaden lives forever.
So
that
we're
means
good.
so does our friendship.
Oh, yay.
Since Nam and Jaden can't die.
Hooray, hooray.
Dunks says, please make sure to eat the pepperoni sriracha fuckbuster at Spubby. Eat free.
You were such a good boy.
He was. Oh yeah, he gets chicken nuggies now. Dunks now consumes a chicken nugget live on mic.
Which you can't hear anyway.
It's because he's a very polite eater.
Very
David Cage, truly a class rep. What about Beyond Two Souls co-op? I would like to do it for shits and giggles at some point, but it's definitely not at the top of the list because the game kind of sucks. But Kimmie trying to be a girl solving mysteries and me being a ghost fucking throwing shit everywhere does sound mildly entertaining.
Cool.
Alright, hey, thanks for coming out. Say bye, Kimmie.
Bye.
Bye.
Be safe. Have a good life.
If you sneeze during this video, bless you.